The World Forester Center. Any firefighter that was on that, remembers that, and anybody that wasn't there remembers that. That was a massive fire. That's the Baker emergency car, the second iteration of it, one of the early rescue units. Today, it's a job where you can make a good living as a firefighter only. And back in the olden days, oftentimes firefighters had to supplement their firefighting job with other work on the side in order to make ends meet or to make a good living.
In 1970, he was making $96 for a 56-hour work week. When he joined the department, they didn't have the self-contained breathing apparatuses. They just had breathing masks that would freeze up in the middle of a fire, so they would have to take the mask off, let it warm up, and then put it back on, all in the middle of a fire.
The unspoken little thing is like, hey, you save your air till when you really need it. So we'd have these steel SCBAs on there that weighed heavy, stuff like that. We'd take your disconnect your thing, stick it in your, the hose, and stick it into your turnout coats where you can kind of filter some of the air and not really use that air until you really needed it.
100 years ago, firefighters slept 2 in a bed. 100 years ago, firefighters worked 7 on and 1 off. And everyone lived in close proximity to the engine house because once in a while they could break away and go see their families.
The union was a large driving force. The International was a large driving force in coming up with standards and helping to develop latest technologies and to show the impacts.
So this has been a history of a very politically active union that has gotten great results for its members. But they were able to pull that off because the members were behind them and were able to, put boots on the ground and knock on doors and talk to people and get our message across.
Partner with local businesses around the Portland metro area, and they help us raise money and then buy coats, union-made, American-made coats for kids. So in the last 4 years, we've put almost 1,300 coats on little kids.
It just seems like if anyone within the membership has something that they want support with and they come to the union's always ready to back it. And so we, as members of that union, should always be ready to back the union and what they need.
We fight for staffing. And I think that staffing is 4 persons per rig, but that staffing is just not to make our union bigger and stronger. That staffing is doing the right thing for the citizens and the public.
This union has been engaged in improving the lives of firefighters even before we had collective bargaining. They would go to the ballot box and try to reduce their work week. They go to the ballot box and try to get better wages. They go to the ballot box and try to get a pension, which they did in 1948.
First and foremost, it's an honor that when you take this job, that you get the opportunity to be part of Local 43. Local 43 has historically been a leader in the International Firefighters Association.
I'm proud to be the president of the Portland Firefighters Association because every day that I come to work, I'm able to make an impact on our members' life. And be able to be elected, to be able to be that person that's there for every day for people, whether it's when they get hurt, when they're in the hospital, to be that person, it bestows a great amount of honor upon me, and I'm humbled to be able to do that position.
Just a thank you to the leadership for everything they've done for our wages, benefits.
It's like in 20 years, I don't know what it's going to be like. Who knows what the world is going to be like? But I hope that we still have a union. I hope that they're still fighting for us. And I hope that we're still like one big, huge, cohesive group kind of working to make the city better.